RFP046 was from Polokwane to Piet Retief, 595 kilometers. I was now finished with work and now I could really enjoy my trip. I had rain, I visited friends, and then hit some gravel roads up till Piet Retief. Leaving Polokwane, again, there were monoliths on the right and monoliths on the left. Beautiful little poort between the two mountains, and everything was nice and green from the summer rains. That's a nice big monolith in the distance. And more mining activities. I think they're mining next to the mountain here for probably about 3 to 5 kilometers. I had to make a quick stop over at friends that farms near Burgers Fort.
Dit kan nou nie so lyk as ons hoop ons is almal in ja, ons behoort almal in.
The shade cloth is to protect the produce from the sun and wind. As I got closer to the Nelspruit area, the roads were getting busier and busier, and I could see the clouds in the distance also getting thicker and thicker, and this is now looking like real thunder clouds. This is the highest brewery in the country. I think it's probably the highest brewery in the southern hemisphere. The top of the Long Tom Pass. This pass is very scenic and it's a motorcycle bliss to ride. Nice sweeping curves, and wow, look at the clouds and look at the rain in the distance. This is the Long Tom Pass, and it's named after the cannons that were used in the Boer War. The little town of Sabi, where there's big timber and forestry operations. And other bikers go past. Oh, that's the races again. And then the rains hit. This one weren't too bad, but I must say I got wet very, very quickly. The further south I go, the more cloudy and more ominous the weather. Baberton, it's a big gold-rich area, and here they will tell you how and why it happened that this part of the world is so rich with gold. The Baberton Mining Company built a cableway of over 20 kilometers to carry asbestos from the mine in Swaziland to the railway station in Baberton. This was a massive operation in the 30s, and the mine eventually had to close down to the declaration of asbestos as being illegal. This area of the country is also one of the biggest cultivated forestry areas, with quite a few thousand hectares under either pine or eucalyptus trees. Here the small trees are planted in rows, and then I turned right on the gravel. What a beautiful little trip. All the barren patches is where the wood and the trees were harvested. Don't miss this bridge. This must have been a forestry station in the old days, and now because everything is mechanized and so much quicker, it is just derelict and unused. There was a short little tar section with Swaziland mountains on the left. And the clouds were getting bigger and thicker and lower again. Pine forest. These trees are planted and then cultivated and pruned to certain heights before they are cut down to be used as wood. Oh, the clouds are lifting. I might be in luck. Another clear felt area next to some eucalyptus trees. And then the little town of Amsterdam. I initially thought I'll sleep here, but I must say, again, the platteland is going backwards very, very fast, and there was no guest houses left. The sun was now setting, and it was so beautiful with the shade of the bike running between the trees. As I rode into Piet Retief, the sun went down. I booked into the very first guest house. My room for the night. Just a quick shower, plan the day, and I'll be up and running early tomorrow. And then that night there were thunderstorms, but fortunately no rain.